Even my patience has its limits. I just can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting. You can just go home.
Well, that's not very supportive of you, Colonel. Alright, so we're in this weird area. What the hell is it called on the map? Oh, it's the Ascending Colon. That's great.
Variety level 13. Rescue
We remember that from
Return
VR
of
missions.
Enola.
Colonel, you're a goofy, goofy guy. He's got a lot to say to us.
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to
Oh.
tell you, but I just couldn't. I
You
think
got
you
a
should
bit of
know,
a
though.
skull face there.
On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving Rosemary's room. How should I put it? It was like they were intimate. I'm sorry. Sorry to bring this up during the mission, but
Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh, did they get a higher quality version of that video for this? I don't think it was that, I don't think it was that high quality in the original.
President Baker should be somewhere to the south of where you blasted through the wall. Hurry and save him before the terrorists discover his
Well, I think
code.
you're a couple years late with that one, Campbell. Oh no, the pretty lady went away. This room's weird also. It's got like these VR things. Oh man, he just won't shut up.
Actually, I'm in really bad shape financially.
Me
I paid
too.
money to my ex-wife as part of our divorce settlement, among other bills.
Well, mine's
I
not
just
quite
had
like
no
that,
choice
but...
to make you pay for lunch the other day. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, don't sweat it, Colonel. Roy. Can I call you Roy?
Jack, it's me.
Oh,
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
I think you do, yeah.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
Yeah, Raiden's seen enough.
That day at Federal Hall 2 years ago, it wasn't a coincidence.
Oh.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me.
Yes, by the Patriots.
You're a spy?
I suppose. Yes. It's an ugly word.
I don't know, I think spies are pretty hot.
Are you still there?
Was sleeping with me a part of the job?
Oh.
I fell in love with you.
How could anyone?
I can't excuse what I did. I've reported every detail of your personal life to them these 2 years. What you did, said, everything.
Must have been fun.
But some things I didn't tell anyone.
Oh,
Like what I felt for you.
so that's why you were involved in this mission. I should have known. Why else would they toss an analyst into the mix at the last minute?
I'm sorry. I know what I did was wrong.
No matter where I go, I get used.
I reinvented myself to suit your tastes. Hairstyle, clothes, the way I moved, things I talked about. You say you love the color of my hair, my eyes. They're not even real.
Well, that's,
You must have
unfortunate,
gone over my
because,
psych profile with a fine-tooth comb.
I don't know if you,
It was
you're the
my
most,
job.
Great performance.
Uh.
Had me completely fooled.
What I really wanted was for you to see the real me. It hurt to play out this artificial romance.
No,
It
no,
was
it's
worse to
called
lie
Bad
to
Romance.
myself
It's a
than
Lady
to
Gaga
you.
song. It's really
The more
good. Everyone
love
loves
you
it.
gave me, the more it hurt. Because I knew the person you loved was just a character.
So it was artificial on my end too. It was just a game, not the real
He's
thing.
so sassy and
Oh,
smug about it.
Jack.
I feel better knowing that.
What?
I was in love, or thought I was, with someone who didn't exist. I was trying to be someone I wasn't by loving what wasn't real. I don't know who you really are. The person I knew isn't real. She's not the woman I'm talking to right now. In a sense, the deception was my own, not theirs.
Jack, I thought I was acting because that was my job. But I did fall in love with you. That wasn't an act.
You expect me to believe that?
Ugh.
It's okay. You had your reasons, right? Hey, I understand, but I have nothing left to...
Jack!
What?
I'm pregnant, Jack.
Oh.
Rose, what's going on?
Well, that's, a whole lot of
Amazing
something.
how you walk around like that.
Snake.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, look at him. Look at the... Oh, he's so cool. Look at the wind blowing sideways. So his bandana's cool. Ah, we're such a funny guy.
Where's my gear?
Right over there. That's more like it. Everything you had when you were captured is still there. Sorry about earlier. I had to use you as bait to gain access to Arsenal. It worked.
Why didn't you tell
The
me
way he
about
burps
Olga?
out that
You
line.
never asked.
And that
Not happy
again.
about that? Get over it.
Any effects of the virus yet?
Still waiting on that.
So, it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it. From what I can tell,
Yes, Pliskin
Arsenal
was
is headed
Solid
for
Snake.
Manhattan.
We
I don't
revealed
know
that a
what
long
some of
time
this is
ago.
planning, but we'll have to deal with it one way or another. There's also a troop of production model Rays.
Oh, that's
ahead.
great.
How many units?
25, according to Olga.
25?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Can't say I've faced that many Metal Gears before, but I think we can deal.
No way we can.
We can, because we have no other choice.
You expect me to believe you is a
I've
totally
stocked
reasonable
up on
thing
Stinger
to respond to.
missiles.
I'm a
Oh,
spy
yeah,
hired by the
Olga
secret
will have
government
this
to
for you.
manipulate you into being a different person. Yeah, again, I think those two are awful together. But anyway, who needs a bad relationship when you've got a katana? Am I right or am I right?
Why?
Olga asked me to give it to you. Besides, I'm not a big fan of blades.
Hey, there's a line that people would take way too literally for years. What he means is that he thinks swinging around a katana in the middle of a gunfight is kind of stupid.
Move the right stick up and down to make
Hey,
a
check it
vertical
out. You ever play
slice,
Ape
and left
Escape?
and right to slice parallel to
You know, like the
ground.
stun club in Ape Escape? Yeah, it's basically
Move the
that.
stick in a circle to do a
So at
rotating
this
cut.
point, Raiden's actually fully become his own
Push it
character. Not
forward
only
to
does he
lunge
have
and
his own
strike.
animations, his own
You can guard with your
backstory
blade
that
if
he
you have
revealed
the
to us.
L1
He's not a
button
player
pressed
surrogate
down.
anymore.
You
He's
should be
actually
able to
himself.
deflect a
But
bullet
now
or
he has
two.
something that truly differentiates him from Snake. A blade. So we can swing it around a little bit. We can practice what he taught us. We can also do this and get a blue sword, which we can just kind of
Damn, kid.
just club people with. And again, Snake demonstrates
Moron.
that we can block some bullets.
What are you thinking?
Yep, just like the Cyborg Ninja did. Also,
Damn, kid.
look how fast Snake fires that gun. It's doing that pretty quick. How you doing that so quick? Hey. Snake, I played around with my sword. Can we continue? Yeah, look at me. Look at this cool sword kata that is in my child
Come on,
soldier
time to
training?
go.
I guess. I don't really know.
If you run out of ammo, you can have mine.
You got enough?
Absolutely. Infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo. That's how he fired the gun
Wait up,
so
Snake.
quickly. Remember when I showed that off in
What?
MGS1?
Snake, have you ever enjoyed killing someone?
What are you talking about?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
I
Diminished
don't know.
sense of
That's a
reality,
talking
huh?
point that's
VR
really
training will
kind
do
of
that.
funny because
No,
I
it was field training when I was a kid.
don't think I've
I
ever
lied,
seen
Snake.
anyone actually
I have
experience
more field
that.
experience than I can remember. It's not VR that's doing this to me.
Raiden, we don't carry guns to take people down. We're not here to help some politician either.
You can say that because you're a legend, a hero. I'm Jack the Ripper, a dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name to exploit. Just like you.
People will remember
Like,
only the
how
good
can
part,
you
the
not
right
think
part
Snake
of
is
what you
super
did.
cool? You know,
There's no
how can
right
you even
part
like
in murder. Not ever. And we're
like
not in
look
this to make a
down
name
on
for
characters like
ourselves.
Raiden for
And what are you
glorifying
and
him when
Otacon
he's like,
fighting
Snake, you're
for?
so cool, and then he's like,
Future.
no,
You
I'm
can
not
stop being
cool,
part of a mistake.
and then he says the
Start
coolest
now.
thing you've ever
What
heard.
am I? What am
And
I
you're like,
supposed to
oh
do?
god, he's so cool. Anyway, I do like this part because, again, Snake is the most trustworthy character,
And find it for yourself.
and he's
If you
not
do,
trying
pass it
to
on the future.
use, you know,
Believe in what?
the memes
That's your
of the
problem.
past Memes?
Come on.
Remember Jeans tried to tell us who we were? Now the memes, Solid Snake's meme is trying to be inherited by Raiden here, forcefully.
Snake, Raiden.
And
You all right?
even Snake's
Yeah.
like, no, you
So
don't
are
have
all
to
the
be me.
hostages.
You be you. That's why you got that cool
How's
ass
everything
sword,
on your
buddy.
end?
All right for now, but there is something.
What?
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Yes, they sort of hand wave
Huh.
away
Just
that
strange.
he used
No
like a
idea.
machete or some other type of
I don't know.
blades as
Where
a
is this
child
Colonel?
soldier, but
I
that
don't
doesn't
know.
translate
I've
to
never met the
ninja
man,
katana
actually.
moves.
I'll dig around.
Thanks. I owe you one.
It's kind of funny.
If there's anything else, call me on the codec. I
But
might be
I
able to
mean,
help.
you know,
The
maybe
frequency is 141.16.
maybe the high frequency blade has the will of the Olga ninja in it, and so we inherit the memes of the sword. I don't know. Who cares? We're about to fight some dudes, and you know, unfortunately, the sword is not the best way to do this. Okay. So this is kind of like what we did before. Remember? Remember what we did before? A snake? Okay, he's telling us to go. So let's get our blue sword again. Unfortunately, no blue stinger.
You want to be left behind?
No, go ahead. Look, I'm blocking the blade. They're blocking the I should probably eat a ration. So Snake's got a bigger health bar, and he's got more killing power than us. Now, I'm using this to be non-lethal. But of course, you know, Raiden did say things about enjoying killing people. He's not really trying to keep the Ripper in check. So it would be more, you know, it would be a little more plot respectful if we just started doing things like that. So let's... Oh! Now, here's the problem. To switch the sword around, you have to let the tedious animation play out. There we go. Oops. Hit Snake there. It's not the best action game ever, but if you've ever wondered why Raiden becomes a ninja, yeah. This is why. Because he got a ninja sword. It's funny because, again, you know, we're fighting the Tengu here. Tengu, of course, named after the mythical being, but doesn't that look more like a ninja to you than Mr. X? So when Olga's like, oh, puzzling, I saw a man dressed as a ninja right now, and Solidus goes, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu? And Olga's like, oh, you think I wouldn't know the difference? Like, no, this looks a lot more like a ninja. Mr. X just looks like a cool power armor. But they got ninja pants, they got ninja masks. But anyway, I do appreciate Snake not giving Raiden a straight answer. Saying, no, you have to figure out what you want to fight for. You have to figure out what you want to live for. You can't just be me. But I mean, just look at him. How could you not want to be him? Hey, Snake, maybe this isn't appropriate. But it's just... I mean, I don't know how many more opportunities we'll get to remember this by. So let me just save a picture of him for the future, so people know of the time that I got to hang out with Solid Snake. Oh, it's another call.
Raiden, about this colonel of yours. I found out where he is.
Where?
Inside Arsenal.
What?
I've checked out all the possibilities, but I keep coming back to Arsenal.
Once
It
again, the
isn't
call is
relay
coming from
point,
inside
it's
the house.
origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI.
Oh my god.
The so-called GW.
What the hell does this mean?
I think it means you've been talking to an AI.
Oh
That's
my god.
impossible.
The kernel probably isn't GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines.
Yeah.
The Colonel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations.
So yeah, the Colonel wasn't the Colonel the whole
That's
time.
crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting
That's
to
why
affect
he was
you,
going all nuts.
which would explain
That's why he
the
was saying a
Colonel's
bunch of
behavior.
bullshit.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so
And I
far?
mentioned something very early
Snake,
on.
What's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
He's so cool.
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
How do I
No,
drop this?
I can't do that.
How,
Let's
Snake?
go.
How do we get out of here? Yeah, so the Colonel wasn't real. And we heard Rose glitch out. She probably wasn't real.
Raiden, they've got Rose.
What?
Rose is being held in the holds.
Held in the
It's a
holds.
trap.
That's where you hold people.
Rose!
Raiden, get a grip.
But Snake.
It's a trap. Since the Colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
Yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay.
I love that.
Uh,
I am right.
Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird.
She's your,
What if I've
mom?
never really met
I don't
her?
know. She keeps
What?
nagging you.
If
Who
the
is she?
Colonel is something that I partly dreamt up, then everything I remember about her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was talking about?
Well, that sure is a lot of existentialism to ponder. Hey. Hey, Snake? Before we go forward, you know, I mean... oh. Oh. I don't have any more girly magazines. That's a shame. Well...
What's your problem?
Oh, sorry. Alright, all business. So yeah, Raiden does this really long animation when you equip and unequip the sword. And it's cool, but man, it really takes a lot of time. Let's eat one of those rations, and let's get our Barmer, and let's... That's a cool looking room, yeah. Alright. It's really, really high up there. Hey, look, it remembered again that it's an action game, so, you know, we got all this cool stuff going on now. And this awesome shot that is spoiled in the opening, which is why we didn't watch it. It's a cool piece of artwork of that. It's just really cool. Anyway, he really doesn't want to use the sword. You can block swords with your sword. You don't just block gun. You can also block sword. The sword is pretty cool. Again, it's not the best action game. But yeah, we'll talk more about Raiden and swords in the future. But this is where it started. And I think it's pretty cool. Again, for all of the complaints I have with the fact that there's like 5 minutes of gameplay left in the whole game, they do some cool stuff towards the end. Like this! Look! Fission mailed! Fission mailed! Emmett Continent. This is a lot easier to do on an HD TV. Boy, this was way harder to see on a CRT back in the day. Don't stop fighting. You gotta keep going. So there's a lot of cool stuff the game does do. I think when it gets actually into doing its plot and action and things like that, snakes punching dudes that are blinking out of existence like MGS1, that's not a theme or a meaning or anything. It just does that because it has to. The PS2, man. Yeah, no, the game is still cool. I do still like it. I just wish that I got to, you know, maybe Raiden should have gotten the sword earlier. Maybe there should be... Maybe this point right here should be the actual halfway point of the game. I get to go through like a weird, you know, corrupting simulation of Shadow Moses. But now because as Raiden I've come into my own and gotten the katana, and because as the player I know, you know, how MGS1 worked, maybe I can make some different decisions. Maybe I'll know when there's an ambush ahead, and I'm able to avoid it. Maybe I know not to put in the PAL keys, you know? Something like that. There is quite a bit of unused content for this game, as I've mentioned several times. But, yeah. Some of it includes a model for Metal Gear Rex, models for Genome Soldiers, the Hind D, the M1 tank. They had the assets to do it. But they probably just didn't have the time. Now, we will see some of those assets in the future.
Fortune.
It's been a long
But check it out, it's Fortune. She's back.
the
She's
root
still
of
cool.
all my sorrows.
What?
She's got her big
2
gun. She
years
really
ago,
wants
you
Snake
killed
dead.
my father. That was the beginning of hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one by one, and no matter how hard I try, I can't follow them. An endless nightmare. The only thing we live for is to see it end. Our wait is almost over.
You can't be serious about firing the nuke.
Since no one can kill me, I may as well kill everyone I can. Starting you, Solid Snake.
Damn! Looks like I'm today's pick. You go on ahead.
I wish we got more of these two on a mission together. They're
You want
so
eternal
cool.
rest? I've got it right here.
Ah, and the one-liners. It's like, yeah, we're back. Now it's Metal Gear. Still wish we got to play as Snake.
Bullets can't get
But,
near her.
you know,
Think of something. There's no such thing as a witch.
just seeing him even is cool. He's so cool. And like I mentioned in
I don't know what your
MGS1,
group's been through, but let's get one thing clear. I didn't kill your father.
even though he's, you know,
Do you think anyone would
grizzled and tough, he's not like
Right. Get out of here.
emotionally cold or hardened. He's doing his best to bring out the best in others around him. And even, you know, he knows that nothing he says is going to stop Fortune from wanting to kill him. But he's going to tell her anyway, like, listen, you know, I know this isn't going to stop you. I know you're going to want to fight me, but I didn't kill Scott Dolph. Arsenal Gear wrecked him. I barely met him. Anyway, this is a VR missions area.
Jack, I've been watching how you fight.
Oh? See me use cool sword moves?
It looks like you've remembered the way you used to kill in the old days.
I used ninja moves as a little kid? Was I
Or is it one
Naruto?
of the S3 plan's proud
The what?
achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete
Oh, hey,
surprise
check it out.
when Ocelot discovered the
Oh.
S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though.
Look, we
Using
can hold the
fire
sword
to
in
fight
weird
fire,
poses.
Creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother.
Okay.
S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially
Where are you?
reproduce
Is that the
Solid
sky?
Snake, the perfect
Are we
warrior.
outside?
The result is a
Wrecked him.
Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack?
Ah.
I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets.
Oh, well,
But I've made use of you.
have you?
And their plan, too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy. As bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come.
Yeah, but
Every day was absolute.
but do you think my sword skills are cool, Mr.
You ran
Solidus?
from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less.
Who's
than
kind of
me.
like my adoptive father. Hey, Solidus, if you refer to Snake as your brother, and you're that sound effect, that laser sound, is used in a lot of stuff from the 90s, including Toy Commander, A Song from NSYNC, and also
At
Darkwing
least
Duck.
you know. There's no reason.
Anyway, is Snake my uncle? If you're my, like, adoptive dad? Oh. Well, I guess we'll have to deal with that question later.
I've given you a worthy opponent, at least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie boy I once knew.
There it is again, in case you didn't hear it the first time. That Saturday morning cartoon laser sound. Yeah, well, that's a bunch of rays. Let's get a save before we fight them. Oh. Oh yeah. Rose is like a fake or whatever. Well, I guess we'll deal with that. Some other time, at least, you know, the nothing can still save our progress. That's very